Hey, what's up, guys? And today we are gonna actually making a different new type of video today, and this is a guide on Bondees Barnyard Max mode. Now, actually, this is the first Max mode I've ever beaten, and there's no guide on it. So if people are struggling, I want to make a guide for you because it's a little tricky. So, a couple things first is you need to beat the whole game to unlock this, and honestly, I recommend diving right into 1020. Personally, that's how I did it, and that's how I feel like you should do it. So let's go over everybody. All right, so we got Bondi first. He, you need to hold down the light on him when he leave, or for him to leave. So start right. And we're going to talk about a couple other strategies while waiting for him to come up. So a couple things. First strategy is one of his loads. First strategy is to hold your jaw open at all times, and also do this while looking left and right, just like this. So you're going to be doing this a lot of the night, and yeah, this is basically what you're going to be doing, checking lights, but usually you have, pretty good sound cues. So we're sitting here, and I'm going to be holding this no matter what. If I hit a door, I'll be holding this because certain characters, when they hit the door, they give you percentage. Now, Bondi actually also gives you percentage when you flash him. Alright, so let's wait for him to come. It's around 6:10. Alright, here he is. I'm going to hold the flash on him. He's going to make the weird noise. And all I have to do is hold the flash on him and he goes away and he gives me power, which is also very good. Things about him with a combination with chicklings sometimes could throw you off because chicklings coming, you have the door pre-shut, Bondi comes and stuff like that. Okay, now we got Grice and Forley. We're gonna put both of these guys at the same time, just for easiness here. Now these guys, for Grice and Forley is more aggressive than Grise. He comes very quickly. He's typically the first animatronic to come in the night pause, and when he does come, he's pretty simple. You can see him on the in the door. You shut it. You hear his little mechanical screech noise, and he knocks. Now every time some animatronic knocks, they're automatically gone. Wait for that knock and hear it, and you'll be good. Now here's the thing about door animatronics is they can typically take up a lot of your happiness thingy. So if they come, shut the door and hold your mouth open. Now while you do that, they will hit the door and you will actually gain percentage because you're holding this open. Typically, you'll still gain percentage, but it will be lower, or you might not even gain any, you'll just break even. So here he is. I'm going to shut and hold. And he touches, and that's it. Nice. So for him, you hear like a mechanical noise, typically. Always. So that's kind of a good way to deal with him, is just to, you shut the door, hold your mouth open. And guys, don't get used to this cycle always. Be both of them in the door. It's right, left. Open the doors, and back to normal. Okay. Alright, so that's how you deal with them. Okay, now we got Chickling. Chickling, pretty simple stuff with Chickling, except a couple issues. We'll show you guys that when we get there and when he procs. Okay, so typically, Chickling, he's going to activate on the camera here, and you're going to see which way he's running. Now you can hear it or you can see it. Now, simple. You see which way comes. For example, this is left. I'm going to shut the left door. You hear him smack the door. Boom. Now, there is certain things that could happen where basically Chickling will repeat. So he'll go to the door, he won't hit it though. He'll go to the door and go back. Now, if this happens, you're kind of screwed because by that time, maybe the Bondi will come. You have to flash him and stuff.
and it's just really hard to deal with it. It wastes a lot of your happiness meter. And now, so we go. We got him coming left. Also, another thing about him, he helps with your power drain. So if he hits the door, you will also get that nice little boost. Dealing with him, pretty easy. Honestly, he's not too bad. Alright, camera. This guy sucks, in my opinion. We're gonna do camera and Geet at the same time because they're both suck. So, camera. But here's the thing about camera and Geet. Both of them, if you left click at all, you die. Like literally, you can't do anything. You can't, click the dude's flags. You can't do your mouth. You can't shut the doors. You can't do the lights. None of that until this guy leaves. He's RNG based because sometimes he looks at you for a second. Sometimes he looks at you for a while. This is Geet. Geet, basically, when he activates, you'll see his eyes shoot up. And basically, if you do anything while he's doing that, he kills you. Which I've died to him like a million times. But if you click him, he stops. So I'm going to show you guys. He's also typically the first one to act. And a good rule of thumb I like is that only click Geet when I absolutely need to use my click, because he has a timer. Every so often he will activate, right? So if I could stall out the timer a little bit, even if it's a few seconds, it's always good. So now the thing about Geet as well is if you're holding your mouth open and he activates, you're actually okay. Unlike the camera. The camera literally just kills you if he sees you doing it. So I'll show you guys that. Because, okay, here's Geet. Now if I click, I die. But all I do is click his face, and he goes to sleep. Now, something I've noticed is a lot of people just don't move when the camera comes. You can move around. You can look around and see. We'll see when he activates. It's very simple. Here's the camera. Now I can move around, but if I click anything, dead. Just like that. Now, these guys suck. Cameras are easier to get used to, but it still sucks. Okay, now, next. Okay, Pablo. Pablo is very, very simple, but very annoying. Is where when your air, aka your happiness, is above 75, he's gonna play a song and look at you in the eyes with his little silhouette thing. If it's not above 75, he kills you. So this could be bad because it could trigger a really bad time. So for example, say I got both doors closed and then camera activates. I can't hold my mouth open to get that thing back, like my air back. So then he activates and you're at like 50% air or something. Alright. So typically I've seen that if you could somehow hold it his whole jingle, you can get about 10% back. And you're just gonna barely make it. Well, I'll show you guys how it works. Here he is. He's going to look at you. And if you have it above 75, he's going to leave. Say some Spanish. That's it. He's really annoying. Because of the combos I said. Tori. I'm going to do Tori, Bjorn, and Mother at the same time. They're all, except Tori. But they're mostly simple. So, Bjorn, whatever. He basically can come to one or either doors, and he has an ambient abilities. The thing about him is that he doesn't give you any power when he leaves, or like any air when he leaves. So that sucks because he could really drain your power, and he can come from both sides. Tori, basically, you'll see 2 red flags inside your screens, or you'll see a red flag on either side, and you basically left click. Simple, but only has one impossible combo, which is with camera. You can get him to activate and camera at the same time. Camera could watch you until his kill timer runs out and you die. Mother, very simple, pretty easy. You basically hear her on either side. She's making weird noises, and basically on the side she's on the other side, you close that door. And you can actually close it and open it right away. I'll show you guys here. Now, there is a dookie thing about this knife mode. Okay, as you can see, I click it, open, she is gone. and you could hear her like screeching it. So just flag click it, simple, gone. Sometimes it takes multiple clicks for some reason, which I don't know, man. So just click it a couple times so he dies. Here's Bjorn. Shut the door. As you can see, he's gonna give me no shits. No shits at all. That's the doo-doo part about Bjorn. Alright, now that we went with, over everybody, let's go over the strategy. Alright, so let's try to talk about it while I play. Fortunately, I can't really hear my thing. I don't know if my audio really sucks right now. It's okay. Who cares? Who needs to hear anyway? So, overall strategy is, you need a little bit of luck, because there is impossible combos, and to play around Geet and Geet and Turtle. So, we start the night. Just hold, look left and right, don't really matter. And wait. I don't have audio, so I'm just going to use the lights. Wait for, audio cue, telling when someone's here. Usually happens around 6:10. Sometimes you can get somebody to come before. So as you can see, light guy came first. We're going to proc him and go right back to our jaw. Okay, we got chicken coming first. We're going to go right door and hold here. He's going to proc door. We're going to open the door forly. No. Here's Grice. Hold that and hold this shut. Go from the proc. And Yeet. Always be careful of Yeet. Check for flag. Honestly, you are pretty good here. Here is the sheep. Procs. And here's camera. Camera in a bad spot there, I would say. And, him on door. Here's Mother Duck. Remember, I can't hear anything, so it's scary. Always go check for Geet. On the left. Check right door. Yep. Cross? No. Procs, nice. So this is kind of the gameplay loop. So it's not too bad. Last one's not too bad, honestly. And here is the turtle. And there's camera. Okay, but for example, that's usually how you want to play it. Pray for good exchanges. Like, this exchange sucks, and now I'm at 51. Low-key, could have done better there. But that's basically how you want to play it. Keep that thing up. And yeah, well, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned. And, when you go out there, man, get this badge. Good luck. And see you next Max About Equals. Yeah, see you guys. Peace.